The arrival of House Mokai forces is a problem. Ja'ula is dangerous. Left unchecked, she could sow unrest in the Empire, even rebellion. There's a simulation I want you to study. You'll face Ja'ula in battle. Get an idea on how she thinks and fights. You might be facing the real thing soon enough, and I want you to be ready if that happens. This needs to end, and soon. Qapla'! Serve the Empire well.
area. Some Klingons just appeared out of nowhere. They can do that now, right? Unbelievable. Anyway, the whole thing was terrifying and strange. I mean, they shot at us, did some structural damage, knocked some sensor pods out of alignment, and completely ruined my latest experiment. But that's it. They had us, and they just left. Our tractor beam is offline. Actually, it's a fried little puddle of sadness, but offline sounded better. If you can, could you use your ship's tractor beam to move our sensor pods back into position? I'm sending the coordinates over now. That'd really help us get back to our research here. I mean, these gaseous anomalies won't analyze themselves, am I right? Okay, Sensor Pod Alpha, nice. Sensor Pod Beta is online again. Klingons are happening. A lot of Klingons. They're coming this way fast. Shields up, weapons hot. They're gonna attack again. Starfleet Command, this is Delta Balata Station. We're under attack.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Those are House Mokai's ships. We're in big trouble.
This is Kensington. Sounds like the Klingons are making a push in that sector. We're sending some backup your way. Command's still analyzing these attacks, trying to figure out what the enemy is up to there. In the meantime, I need you to hold that system and protect the station. Stay sharp out there, and good hunting.
This is the Glen. Heard you could use some help.
The target has arrived. All ships, fire to disable!
Ship is under attack.
Shields buckling. Losing main power. We can use an assist here. There'll be time for formalities later. Right now, we've got a problem. Several, actually. The Klingons beamed multiple boarding parties over during the fight. We're a research vessel. Our security forces are getting overwhelmed. If you could send some people over to help, we'd be much obliged.
Thanks for coming. The captain still has control of the ship. She's waiting for you on the bridge. Unfortunately, the Klingons have several boarding parties between you and the bridge, and they're not taking prisoners.
You made it. Good. We have a lot of work to do here. The Klingons have done extensive damage, especially to our power systems. Mr. Strahl is doing what he can to get main power back online. Care to give him a hand?
Like the captain said, main power's offline. We're sitting ducks without it, and the Klingons know it. Let's get to work before House Mokai turns us all into trophies. Or lunch. I'll do the heavy lifting. What I need you to do is to bring engineering control to a bridge console, divert the power flow, and enter the new power-up sequence I'm putting together. You got it? Engineering control is transferred. Go to the next console to divert the power flow. Power flow is diverted. Input the new power-up sequence next. Nice work. Main power is back online. Nice work. We're not out of the woods yet, though. Our next stop's the engineering lab. I need to get our shields back online and secure some classified data down there. Believe me, we don't want the Klingons getting their hands on it. Not sure how she pulled it off, but that Klingon put a security field up between us. Ja'ula? The Ja'ula? This day just keeps getting worse. Look, I need to drop that security field. She's trying to steal that data I told you about on the bridge. We can't let that happen. Watch my back in case any more Klingons pay us a visit.
Most impressive, Starfleet. This tech will win the war. This will bring supremacy to my house and the Empire.
Wait, what? She blocked access. I can't bring down the security field.
Enemy targets on sensors.
Damn, she's good. Locked me completely out of the security system. I can't get the field down. Fine, she's not the only clever one in the room. Watch my back. I've got an idea. Just need a little more time. Wait, she's dropping the field? Look out! Here she comes! Shield's online. They can't beam out now! Looks like the Klingons aren't fond of our house guest. Shame, really. It's nice once you get to know it. Ah, well, I have good news and bad news. The good news is I managed to corrupt a number of critical data files before she stole them. There's only 2 people in the galaxy who can figure out that mess now, and neither of them are Klingons. The bad news, well, there's plenty of uncorrupted data in there that the Klingons shouldn't have. It was classified for very important reasons. We need to stop her. Of course, if half of what they say about Ja'ula is true. Great. Takuvma's sister, one of the deadliest members of House Mokai. Here. Wonderful. Okay. They must be headed to the shuttle bay. I brought the shields back online so they can't beam out. If they're gonna leave, they're gonna have to get creative. Let's head down there before Ja'ula gets any more bright ideas. That, you should probably make... Looks like the Klingons aren't fond of our house guest. Shame, really. It's nice once you get to know it. Ah, well, I have good news and bad news. The good news is I managed to corrupt a number of critical data files before she stole them. There's only 2 people in the galaxy who can figure out that mess now, and neither of them are Klingons. The bad news, well, there's plenty of uncorrupted data in there that the Klingons shouldn't have. It was classified for very important reasons. We need to stop her. Of course, if half of what they say about Ja'ula is true. Great. Takuvma's sister, one of the deadliest members of House Mokai. Here. Wonderful. Okay. They must be headed to the shuttle bay. I brought the shields back online so they can't beam out. If they're gonna leave, they're gonna have to get creative. Let's head down there before Ja'ula gets any more bright ideas. That, you should probably make peace with the words, "it's classified," when it comes to what you just saw. Seriously, don't worry about it. Believe me, we have bigger problems here, starting with Ja'ula. We need to stop her.
Do you hear that? Engineering, emergency transport of the specimen to containment. You okay? Come on, let's go. We're almost there. We really need to stop Ja'ula. Oh, that'll be exciting. Let me add that to my calendar. Right after we stop the insane Klingon with our top secret data. Less monster, more Klingon, okay? Now let's go. We're almost to the shuttle bay. Keep moving!
Enemy targets on sensor.
She stole one of our shuttles. She bypassed deck security, got emergency evacuation clearance, and hotwired one of our shuttles. Unbelievable. If she wasn't trying to kill all of us, I'd be impressed. Well, that's a short-range craft. There must be a Klingon ship out there waiting for her. We might get out of this yet. Now head back to your ship. See if you can find where she went. We'll do the same here.
Heads up. Klingon reinforcements are warping in. Protect yourself and the station. But we really need to find out where that shuttle carrying the stolen data went. There's a good chance it's on a cloaked ship nearby. Hate to play the "that's classified" card here, but you know the drill. Sorry. Take it up with Admiral Kensington if we make it through this. For now, let's focus on those Klingons out there trying to kill us, okay?
Get ready to be happy. I think I know how to find where Ja'ula went. If the shuttle's in range, I can hack into its command matrix and send a self-destruct command. That'll make a big enough boom to reveal the location of the ship she landed on, cloaked or not. Yeah, about that. If the shuttle's in a ship, it'll be tough to get a signal through the shields, the jamming, and the cloak. Tough, but not impossible. Get me close enough, I'll make it happen. We just need to start sifting through this big haystack for one angry little needle. Leave that to us. You protect the station.
S.T.O's plan worked, but Ja'ula's ship was able to go to warp before we could disable it. There's still hope. The explosion did a lot of internal damage to that ship. She's leaving a trail we can follow. So, we're going to pursue Ja'ula and clean up our mess. Thanks for all your help here today. If we pull this off, it could make a big difference in the war effort. For all of us.
And now you understand why the return of Ja'ula is a problem for us all. The real concern is what she will do when she discovers the fate of her house. They lost a blood feud with House Bevat. The last Mokai was killed over 20 years ago. When Ja'ula learns of this, her vengeance will be swift and terrible, as it should be. She is Klingon. We both know there will be opportunists within the Empire willing to aid her in order to settle grudges of their own. Unchecked, Ja'ula's wrath could lead to a Klingon civil war. That is unacceptable. And so, the search for Ja'ula has begun. I will contact you when she is found. I trust you know what to do then. Serve the Empire well. The arrival of House Mokai forces is a problem. Ja'ula is dangerous. Left unchecked, she could sow unrest in the Empire, even rebellion. There's a simulation I want you to study. You'll face Ja'ula in battle. Get an idea on how she thinks and fights. You might be facing the real thing soon enough, and I want you to be ready if that happens. This needs to end, and soon. Qapla'! Serve the Empire well.
Glad you could make it. There's a little time and plenty to do. I trust you see the enemy vessels near your position. Deal with them. I need you conducting rescue operations as soon as possible, and the Klingons won't let you do that without a fight. All right, that area's secure, for now. Let's make the most of the time we have. I need you to beam out any survivors on board the damaged Starfleet ships in your vicinity. Make it fast. The Klingons will send more ships, and soon. One more thing. The Klingons aren't above ambush tactics, using their blasted cloaking device to get the jump on you. Some of them might be lurking around, waiting for the chance to strike.
Churchill has been evacuated. Thanks. Vancouver here. They're all clear. Many thanks.
Macedonia reporting. Evac is complete. We owe you one. Cardiff evac complete. All hands are safely away.
Nice work. Glad those Klingon cowards didn't get the better of you. I hate to ask this, but I have standing orders from Starfleet Command. I need you to scuttle those ships. The Klingons have been scavenging everything they can to get their hands from wrecked Starfleet vessels. In the event we fail in our mission here, Command doesn't want the Klingons getting away with any critical resources. You have your orders. Hard thing to watch, but it had to be done. We need some critical supplies here. My chief engineer's sending you a list as we speak. Beam those supplies over with the personnel you rescued. After that, I need you on high alert, patrolling the area. The Klingons don't give up that easily. They'll be back.
Surely you didn't think we'd let you seize all the glory here.
And you. Chief engineer isn't too happy right now, but we made it in one piece.
We came as soon as we could. Wish it were under better circumstances. Ticonderoga's ready for battle. We've got your back.
You're doing good work out there. The personnel and supplies you've sent might make the difference here today. That said, I have bad news. Our long-range sensors are picking up a Klingon force heading our way at high warp. They'll be here soon. Get ready for a fight.
Remember the lessons we learned in battle, especially at Corvan 2. They'll be preoccupied with conquering the base. We can use that distraction to our advantage.
We know how they fight. Don't expect mercy. It won't be coming from Klingons. Hit them fast and hit them hard. And captains, it's been an honor. Good fortune to you all.
Klingon attack ships on sensors. Fire at will!
Taking heavy damage here, Captain.
Target shield has failed.
Targeting the civilian habitat areas. Stop them! Captains, we're reading more Klingon ships on our sensors. A lot more. This is it. They're making their big push. Our initial predictions are not good. I've given the order to evacuate critical personnel and the injured. We're loading as many as we can load onto the ship stocked here. They're too damaged to fight, but they're all warp capable. I need you to draw attention from those ships when they disembark. Buy them the time they need to get to warp and to safe harbor. launched. Good luck.
Right shield failing. All intake minutes 25 minutes.
All ships, the Lafayette is underway. Keep those Klingons busy.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target shields have failed.
The Rosebell is on her way. Hold on just a little longer, people.
Four shields failing. Target shields have failed.
Just a few stragglers left. Deal with them.
Shields have failed. Right shield failing.
Heads up. Looks like the Klingon flagship just dropped out of warp. Sounds like you have some history with that ship. What can you tell us about... Wait, are you reading this? We're picking up some unusual energy spikes. Some new Klingon weapon, perhaps? I don't like this. Take the Lucora out of commission before it gets into weapons range.
I see you still draw breath, Starfleet. This pleases me. I'm going to enjoy breaking you.
You need to stop the Lucara, now! You need to stop the Lucara, now!
I got food.
Enemy fleet on sensors. It's House de Gore. We're under attack.
We'll help Starbase 1. You deal with the Lucara.
Now, Starfleet, witness the moment of my triumph. Target the Starbase. Ready the weapon.
And now you understand why the return of Ja'ula is a problem for us all. The real concern is what she will do when she discovers the fate of her house. They lost a blood feud with House Bevat. The last Mokai was killed over 20 years ago. When Ja'ula learns of this, her vengeance will be swift and terrible, as it should be. She is Klingon. We both know there will be opportunists within the Empire willing to aid her in order to settle grudges of their own. Unchecked, Ja'ula's wrath could lead to a Klingon civil war. That is unacceptable. And so, the search for Ja'ula has begun. I will contact you when she is found. I trust you know what to do then. Serve the Empire well. Many times we have fought the Federation. Always they have been the most difficult opponents. Learn from our history. On several occasions, we nearly destroyed the Federation. In an earlier time, we came to their very heart and crushed all resistance until a truce was brokered. We have prepared a simulation that explores one of these great battles. Join it and learn from the feats of our ancestors. Serve the Empire well. Kapla!
Listen up. The war has not been going well for the Federation, and the Klingons are advancing to our position. We need to hold off their ships until reinforcements can arrive. We expect the Klingons to attack in waves. Their smaller, faster ships are hungry for battle and won't wait for the rest of their fleet to arrive in one group. As the fight progresses, their heavier ships will show up. Hold them off until more Starfleet ships can get here. Here they come. We're prepping for evac of non-essential personnel and civilians. a short amount of time before more arrive. Reading some heavier ships incoming. Raiders and battle cruisers. An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover. Give them cover. The Klingons are regrouping again. Get into position to prepare for the next assault. Here come the Klingon battleships. Keep fighting! Give them cover!
Roosevelt is in need of aid. Draw up those enemy ships.
That'll hold them off, for now. I don't know how much longer we can keep up with this kind of war. Today was a good one. At least there will be a tomorrow.
You understand now? Our warriors were relentless, unstoppable. We have only made peace with the Federation when given no choice. But they have proven as valuable as allies as they are valiant as enemies.